track anymore. About building a house in the Philippines. A little more information for those of you that are starting to build, thinking of building, or in the middle of building. Some of the things that I learned over the course of the last 8 years in building here in the Philippines is to not buy hollow blocks. If you got to buy 100 of them, it's quick, it's easy, yeah, go buy them. But if you're building a house, you're using literally thousands of hollow blocks. The hollow blocks right now are running over 12 cents a piece, 12 pesos. That's a quarter a piece. So what you do, the way to save money on this, it's really easy. You just have to think. When you hire your laborers for your house, you find one of the laborers that knows how to make hollow blocks. Okay, so here's the thing. You're paying him 400 pesos or 500 pesos a day. Probably four if you're smart. He knows how to make hollow blocks. Now, hollow blocks you buy the block, by the piece. And the guy that's making them is making X amount of pesos. I don't know how much it is. I think it's 200 a bag or something. For every time he makes, say, 50 hollow blocks, he makes 200 pesos. And they whip them out. They do four bags a day or more sometimes. So if you hire a kid for 400 pesos a day, and he knows how to make hollow blocks, you use him for half a day building hollow blocks. They can usually turn 1 or 2 bags. Even if it's 1 bag, that's 50 blocks a day. Now, at first, it's not very many. But as you get going, 50 blocks a day, that's a lot of hollow blocks. It really is. Even for 2 guys to lay 50 blocks a day, that's an average. Okay, they can do more. They can do 75 or 100 even. If that's a straight line and not cutting too many blocks, they can do it. Now the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, one, is you're in control. You make sure the hollow blocks are made well. You don't have to deal with shitty ones. Now shitty ones meaning not enough sand, too much sand, not enough cement, too much cement, okay? And at first you're not going to have any idea what that means when you start building. A hollow block that is a good usable hollow block here is about 50 to 55 pieces per bag. If you grab it, you can crunch it and smash the hollow block in your hands. You're going, what the fuck? I know, I did the same thing, and then I started making 45 to the bag, and they ended up being nice and hard. I was really proud of them. I thought, wow, look how good my house is going to be. The problem is when the guys cut them with their trowels, which is they just take and tap the trowel and cut the block, the hard ones don't cut straight, so you end up with corners missing and shit, and it's slow for the guys to do the work. You're not getting a better product. When they harden all the way for a month, they don't break so easy. They only break easy the first couple of weeks. So don't make the mistake. Don't say, guys, I want only 45 blocks made to the hollow block. No, it's not. If you're going to make a 3-story house, get all 3 molds. Make the biggest molds, which I think are 5-inch. I don't really remember. And that's your downstairs, your swimming pool, anything on the lower floor. Next level up, go to the 4-inch. Do the top deck in 4-inch. If you got something special in the corner like a jacuzzi, do it in the 3.5s or 3s or whatever it is. Like I said, there's 3 sizes. And you could just tell your hollow block kid, the one that's working half a day making hollow blocks, and they like it. It's kind of relaxing. They know what to do. It's something work for them. I know how to make hollow blocks. I'm not good at it, but I could get good at it if I did it enough times. I am okay with it. So have them make your hollow blocks. And like I said, test out, like I said, make them have, give me 45 per bag or 40 per bag. And they will. They know exactly what it takes. Believe me, it's an amazing thing to watch them. And you'll see the differences in how they end up in like the walls, the fences. If you're seeing chunks and corners and shit missing out, 1, you got a lousy cement guy. But 2, it's the hollow blocks are too hard. Okay. Now the other thing about building your own hollow blocks and hiring your own guys is if you've got a contractor and you've got the engineer character going on, the engineer hires the contractor hires all your laborers and workers. Everybody gets a piece of those guys' money. They're not happy. They're working, but they're not making what they should be. And even your hollow blocks. Ask your contractor how much we're paying for hollow blocks, and he's going to tell you more than it costs. And then stop at a place that's making hollow blocks. Ask them what do they cost. How much is a hollow block? What are you guys charging? They'll tell you. They don't care. They're just selling them and making them. They don't give a fuck who buys them. But they're not the contractor. So say your contractor is charging you 15 cents a piece. It's 2 cents. That's $100 every time they do 1,000 blocks. Don't sound like much, but my house has got maybe 10,000 hollow blocks in it. By the time you get the fence done, the apartment done, all my little things that I have going on around, but easily I got 10,000 hollow blocks in this house. So it ends up being quite a bit of cash. If you're buying the hollow blocks, and you can have your carpenter, your main cement mason, tell you where to get the hollow blocks. He knows. They all know. They're local guys. They know where to send you to go buy the best hollow blocks. They know where, hey, Kate Lee, Bryce, howdy. They know where to get the hollow blocks in the area. They have some friend that's making them. They may know somebody that'll make them. That's the first person to ask is your mason, your carpenter, the guy that's doing the labor work, the hard work. And remember, that guy that's doing the hollow blocks, even though your engineer won't admit it, he also does electrical, he also does plumbing, and he also designs shit. If you got a good one, a really good one, they can do statues. I've got statuary all over my property from my cement guy, my laborer. My number one guy that did the cement work did the dragon up on the roof. He did 3 great big statues down in the yard. Everything that we wanted that was statuary, that was pretty, he did. All of the reliefs on the fence walls, the reliefs on the sides of my house, he did them all. He even did the dragon over the top of the bed. I finished it, but he did it, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. We're real happy with it. And so you have to really use your brains, guys. Don't just come here and go, okay, I'm going to buy it, do like it's not the U.S. And you stupid Americans and Canadians and Europeans, you build in your brain like you build in your house. So I'm going to say it like I've said it before. Build your dream house. Talk to your wife. You and your wife get together and think it out. And in your mind, imagine your dream house. And get out of the idea that it's got to be a square house like in the U.S. You want a tree house? Build a tree house. They'll build you a fucking concrete tree and put a tree house in it for you. You want a dragon like we have? They'll build you a dragon. There's the moon showing. Look.
What?
The moon.
Where's the moon?
Right there.
Oh.
You can see the moon today. It's over half in the sky. It's real clear sky.
I have to bring this one because it's
Okay.
broken.
And, you know, if you guys want to think about a swimming pool, man, he's just getting all bumpy again, man. He's so bad. Look. His neck is getting really bad. My dog's got bumps, man. You want him here? Mommy's going to take you, baby. Oh, he's trying to climb up too. Did you see him? He's such a baby. My dachshund's got like acne, super bad on his face, on his chin, on his neck. Water it down for that soap a little, honey. I think, or don't once and see what happens. If he turns red, we won't use it that way again. So we're trying some other kind of shampoo on him today. And anyway, build your dream house. Don't be stupid. Don't build the house you moved out of in the U.S. going, dude, in your head, you have a house. My apartment over here, it's not a house. It's different. There's no posts and no beams. It's shaped like this. I designed it. I told the guys how I want it built. It went through a huge earthquake. Not one crack, not one broken window. Because I designed my own buildings. I designed this whole house. Every room, every space, every wall, I put there. I designed it. I said, this is what I want. The thickness of the floors, the thickness of the walls, the thickness of the ceilings, how I built the roofs. It's my design. And you guys can do the same. I wanted a house, and my wife wanted a house that was designed like a castle. It was comfortable to live in for 3 of us, because it was me, my wife, and my daughter. We had room for company if we wanted. That anybody who stayed in the house didn't have to interact with anybody else in the house. And the way I did that was I put 3 rooms together, and each floor of my house is literally its own apartment. So you could move in downstairs and live there. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. You could move upstairs. It's a 2-bed, 1-bedroom apartment. Well, actually, it's 2 bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs. And the middle floor, you could live here. You could move into any one of these and live in an apartment. So, but if you look on the outside, it looks like a castle. I've got the tower. I've got the columns on, the posts on the roof. We got flags out front that are looking pretty bad because of the wind. But it's a castle, guys, because that's what my wife said she wanted. You can build your dream house. You want a dome? They'll build it. You want a skyscraper? They'll fucking build it. You want a house that's shaped like a Z? They'll build it. You want a cave underground? They'll build it. All you have to do is design it, tell them what you want, hand the picture to your mason, your carpenter, and say, okay, this is what I want. I want outlets 2 feet off the ground, here. I want the switches. I put my switches to the bathrooms outside the bathroom on the wall. Because I hate walking into a fucking bathroom in the middle of the night and it's dark. I get down to the bathroom, I push the button on the outside, and I walk in, my bathroom's lit up. When I leave, I'm outside. When I shut the door, I turn the light off. Why they don't do that in the U.S.? Please explain to me. Why are the bathroom switches to turn the lights on always inside the bathroom? I haven't figured that out yet. Much better on the outside. So, if you want a fishing pond, put a pond in. Tell your carpenter, the guy that's your cement guy, hey, get a couple of laborers. I want a pond. Draw a picture how big you want it to be. Show him where you want it. So get it done for me. He'll get it done. If he needs another guy, he'll say, hey, well, we need to hire somebody else. These guys aren't good diggers. Can we hire a digger? It'll be $400 a day. Yeah, hire a digger. Get it done. And he'll get out there. My 2 guys built my fishing pond, in 3 days. It's 3 feet deep and, 20 feet across by maybe 40, 50 feet long and 50 feet wide. So it's shaped like an L. And I said, I want a pond. I want it out here. I said, I want 3 jacuzzis. I ended up with 3. I dumped one of them. I had it outside. We made only 2. We got one on this floor, one on the top floor. I said, I'm going to design a swimming pool. I designed a pool. It's only 5 feet deep. People are, why did you make it only 5 feet? Because I can have a company that has kids over, and they're not going to drown in my swimming pool. They can pretty much bounce off the bottom and stand up. Hi, Laura Gardner. How are you? Howdy. Talk to us. I'm looking at the screen on my phone, and I don't, even though it's only this far to look down, I don't. I'm just stupid. I don't know why. Anyway, good morning, Laura Gardner. Where are you at, guys? Where are you, Laura? Baby, where are you at? Hi, baby. Where are you? Where are you guys at? Tell me. Don't forget to sub the channel and like the channel and give me you are writing notes. It's kind of cool. Anyway, this whole series I'm doing, and this is like part 7, maybe, is just about ways to save money if you come here and build a house. All of the guys I see, all the bloggers, all the people in the Philippines that are building houses, that are doing stuff, they're all doing it the hard way. They spend $300,000, $200,000. Fuck, I could buy a brand new built 2-bedroom house on the beach for $21,000 here. Why would you fucking spend $200,000? You know what he's going to end up with? He's going to end up with a 2 or 3 bedroom, 2-story house, just exactly that looks like he'd moved out of a HOA, homeowners association, in the United States. That's what he's going to have. I don't want a house like that. I want a house that I can live in, that's happy and comfortable and has all the things in it that I like. I don't want some other guy that I saw, I saw this design. Get on YouTube, look at some house designs. I'm hearing something walking around over my head. Usually that means a rat, actually. We're into the rice field, so we get the white rice rats up here. They're harmless. They eat them, actually. I don't see them anyway. Yeah, they eat the white rats. They're white meated rats. I've actually ate it. It's not bad. It's not like, garbage rats. They only eat rice field. They only eat rice. They're real clean for a rat. They're big too. Shit, they're like a foot long. Great big huge things. But the reality is, guys, you can literally build your house the way you want to build it. You can build anything. If you want a cave, they'll build you a cave. Actually, I thought about building an underground house down in my yard. Just like 1 room or 2 rooms underground. I thought about it. The proverbial fallout shelter. Thing is, why? I'm not a prepper. I'm not worried about the end of the world coming. I'm 70. The end of the world's going to come when it comes, and I'm not going to get to see it anyway. Who gives a fuck? That's just not me. So, like I said, I keep going back to the same point. Build your house. Don't build some engineer's house. They're going to draw you designs of a house that they've seen pictures of in a magazine in the United States, trying to please you, making it, look at the pretty tile work, look at all this, and they end up pretty, don't get me wrong. And the paint, that's another thing. I'm going to jump back on this. Painting the walls on the outside of your house with a I don't know what you call it. It's like an anti-acidic paint stuff. You paint it on, it smells like battery acid. It's supposed to get rid of the acid in the cement. All the new paints have it built in. That's from like 1950. Stop putting it on your walls. And if you do, you listen to your contractor, put it on the walls. And then primer over it, and then paint over that. 6 months, the paint will be rolling off, chipping off, looking like shit. You're going to be going, look at my pretty house. Stupid. I painted my whole house with car paint. Yeah, it was more expensive. I don't care. Instead of it being $14 a gallon, I paid $18 a gallon, or whatever. But my house is 8 years old, and I guarantee you my paint job is perfect. All of the ceilings, all of my inside walls, outside, everywhere, I use car paint. Custom colors. You get in color. Oh, that's another thing. If you see a color of something that you like, you want your house to be, I don't give a fuck what it is. A cap off of a bottle, color of a soda pop, whatever. You take it to the paint guys. They don't have the mixing machines, where they two shots of this one and a shot like Home Depot. 1 squirt of this, 1 squirt. These guys take that paint and they mix the colors by hand. They dump it in, they pull it, they look, they dump a little more in, and I'll guarantee you, they match the paint that's in your house perfect every time. And if it's not, you take, you get home and you paint on the wall, oh shit, it's a shade different, take it back, they'll fix it. If they can't repair the paint they made you, saying that it was wrong, they make new paint. They don't stress over it. They'll sell that paint to somebody else. Somebody else will like it. So, anyway, guys, I hope you like the channel. I hope you like me doing my stuff here. I'm from the United States, from California, although I'm embarrassed to say that. Been here going on 9 years now. I remember when I was here a year going, met guys that had been here 8 years. I'm like, you've been here 8 years? Fuck, what's it like? Now I know. This is the easiest thing. I traveled to a lot of countries in the world, and now I live here. I'll never go back. I would never go back to the United States. I lived in Mexico for 5 years. It was cool. I lived in Central America for a few years. I lived in the Marshall Islands. I don't know. I lived all over the fucking place. Too many places to remember. I live here. Never going back. I haven't been back to the States once, and I never will. I have no interest whatsoever, guys. Okay, well, that's what I got to say for the day. Happy 4th of July. I think it's the 4th of July in the U.S. Maybe it's the 5th of July in the U.S. It's tomorrow. No, it's the 4th of July there, I think, today. Anyway, if it's the 4th of July, happy 4th. If it's the 5th of July, happy 5th. If it's the 3rd of July, fuck it. Wait till tomorrow. And guys, enjoy your day. I'll be back on later. Probably around 1 o'clock or so. I'll do another live about something else, but I'm sure it'll involve building a house. In the meantime, catch you on the next one.